Come on up, Nick Nelson.
Men, we're overconfident. Hence the reason I'm standing up here. The moment a guy gets a little bit of knowledge, skill, or ability, he turns into a mix of Mike Tyson, Michael Jordan, and Stephen Hawking. Yeah, I know. There are no soccer players in that example. We're talking about fully functioning men here. And we've all seen this. You go out to a sports bar and you see guys screaming at the screen. How'd he fumble that ball? Oh, come on, missing a free throw. I can't believe she didn't land that quadruple axel. Every woman in this room right now is shaking their head yes, including my wife, because I'm not immune. I used to train a martial art called Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu quite a bit. It's also called the gentle art. It's kind of like Olympic wrestling, except you're trying to choke someone, break their arm, or make them quit. Like my first ex-wife who quit monogamy after 2 shots of tequila. So I see a flyer for a mixed martial arts tournament that has modified rules. And there's no punching or kicking in the face. And I think, Then my ego starts talking to me. You should totally do this. You're pretty good. You're practically Bruce Lee. Turns out my ego was a little confused about my skill set versus Bruce Lee's skill set. Nevertheless, day of the tournament comes around, and there's 6 or 7 of us that are scheduled to fight. And we're all helping each other warm up, cracking jokes, all of us except for this one young guy. We'll call him Tim. Tim's off to the side by himself. And this dude has brought a whole fight team with him. He's got a corner man, he's got a cut man, he brought a friggin' masseuse. That should have been clue number 1. Let me tell you, a dude brings a masseuse to a fight, buckle up, you're in for a long night. So I'm one of the first guys to fight, and I win my fight in spectacular fashion. I catch the guy in a choke, and I break his arm. Testosterone's flowing, chest is puffed out. My ego's telling me, you're the baddest dude in this room. So Tim's up to fight next. And Tim's fighting this big, roided-out wrestler. Guy's got 30 or 40 pounds on him, 3 or 4 inches of reach. Ref says go, Tim refuses to wrestle him. Tim just starts kicking the crap out of his leg. Whack, whack, whack. Now, when I say kicking the crap out of his leg, that's not a turn of phrase. He literally kicked this guy in the leg so hard he fell over and pooped his pants. That should have been clue number 2. Now, a normal person at this point would have been like, I'm out of here. Me? No. My ego's still talking to me. Says, aha, we got him. He doesn't know jiu-jitsu. You do. So it's finally time for me and Tim to fight. And we're squared off, refs between us giving us last-minute instructions. And there's a cacophony of noise. You know, music's playing, people screaming, and my ego is still telling me how tough I am. And the ref says go, and I cover up, and I rush in, and he doesn't connect with me as I'm coming in. I don't get hit at all. I get my hands on him. I'm all excited, and my ego's like, yeah, you got him. Get him on the ground. Choke him. You already done it once today. Well, we have a saying in the military, no plan survives first contact intact. When I put my hands on Tim, this is when I discovered clue number 3. Not only did Tim know jiu-jitsu, he was way better than me. Tim scoops me up off the ground, dumps me on my head, comes crashing down on top of me, and has me all twisted up like the mailman used to twist up my second ex-wife. Except he wasn't pounding me. So I'm struggling, I'm trying to move, I'm trying to get up and make something happen, and all of a sudden I hear a huge whack, and the entire venue goes dead silent. Kind of like now. And I'm thinking, what was that? And my ego says, what the hell was that? And then there's another whack. And at the same time, my brain and my ego feel the pain setting in because Tim is kneeing me in my kidneys repeatedly, followed by him catching me in a choke. And the last thing I remember hearing, as consciousness was slowly fading away, was my ego saying, I'm out of here. You're on your own. Thank you very much, y'all.